見てたいな Tell me all the line まずはけない SVD 時間への意識 Test 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 Still alive, still alive. Very cool. I want to do more color studies today. I still need to go through the list. Oh, sorry. I have I spent some time consolidating the to-do list for this thing. It is pretty extensive, and this requires going through the list quite a few times, unfortunately. So it will take a while. Excuse me. Holy. I just ate the rest of the cake. Holy shit, I'm dying too. I'm feeling so bloated. I hope it's not gone bad yet. But anyways, yeah, but basically I'm currently at this stage where I'm going through the initial pass for all of the tagging. This is mostly for analysis stuff. So the initial pass is just putting anything that I think is interesting for that specific tag into that tag. Following that, I need to go through, for each of them tags, I need to go through the ones that are tagged as such and figure out what exactly the tag needs to stand for. Because I would like, for example, rendering is a big thing. There's a big difference, I think, between stuff that has good rendering overall versus specific pieces of information that I've saved in order to preserve sort of certain rendering techniques with respect to certain scenarios, lighting situations, or materials. And I think those should be separated out. So that needs to be done for like the colors, for the rendering, and then for stuff like proportion, you probably had to separate it out between, do I like the facial proportion or the body proportion, and what age type and group it would be, so on and so forth, right? So that's the second pass. Also, there probably needs to be some more tags for design in general. I used to have one tag for design, then I thought character design, world design makes sense, but character design is interesting. It is a valid tag, but I haven't found any character design that I actually like. I've never really bookmarked any character design because I like it. And then the other one is world design, same issue. It really requires you to have an idea of kind of what you want, which I don't. So saying that I bookmarked it for like it's good world design is a bit confusing for me, because right now we're trying to tie down preferences, not just objectively good stuff. Same for all the other tags, right? We're trying to tie down preferences, not something that's objectively good per se, because they're all objectively really good. That's how they are even in the list in the first place. Then there's also like a cleanup for my suggestive and explicit tags based on this new guideline here, as well as using hidden to hide some necessary. So this depends. Like some suggestive stuff, they're tagged as such because of the nature of it, but then we also don't really want to show it on stream for other reasons. Those will be tagged as hidden, and then we use the hidden tag for such things. I need to clear also the furriness tag. So this is just whether if the character within is like is a normal human, a Camomimi, or like a furry. It doesn't really matter that much. I just kind of want to do it because it's kind of useful for searching up references and ideas down the line. But following that, you kind of have to separate, let's say, furry characters into anthro and pharaoh characters, as well as maybe tagging the age group of the characters as well. And then there's also a pass that we need to go through. This will likely merge with 2. Is that I want to not only use the tags for colors, render, and all that for only stuff that I already like, but within those find some things that are exceptionally really, really good. That I know that when I first bookmarked it, I really liked it, but even now I still really, really like it. Right, it needs to really have, I need to feel that connection. So this pass is probably a little bit higher up in priority, but this pass will give me a very much more concrete direction, I'm hoping, anyways. And then finally, stuff like the guides. I have a bunch of guides that I saved over the years, but they should be split into what kind of guides it's for, because that just helps me find it and use it down the line. So that's kind of it. But yeah, anyways, that's kind of it for now. And then looking at I'm still trying to go through the color first pass. And this is all the colors that I've collected out of looking at, I think, about 80% of the entire dataset. And just like the render, right? Color could stand for a lot of things. There are certain pieces where it's the entire mood of it all that I like. But there are also pieces where the color it just kind of means that it's kind of interesting, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that it's setting a very strong mood per se. It doesn't necessarily mean that um, there's much to get out of it. So it's a bit confusing. I'm not really 100% sure what this tag needs to stand for just yet. But that's what this whole view here is for. As for today, I would like to just pick some stuff out here, just like yesterday. To do some studies of it, and then maybe try and use a photo, do something of our own, quote-unquote, our own. And then just repeat this process for a bit while the tagging process happens behind the scenes. So what I'm hoping to glean from this is just more of a level of comfort and confidence with just using colors in general. Like, I still feel like I don't really have a direction. I don't really know what I want. Like, the colors are very much related to the emotion and message you want to convey, which currently is kind of the main issue. Because if you have the direction, then you wouldn't need to do any of this, right? You just kind of follow your heart. But right now, since we don't have that, or rather, I'm a little bit too tired to actually feel stuff. This is a more sort of objectively concrete way to move forwards. I would like to think, anyways. So yeah, even just the stuff that I did yesterday, it's kind of interesting to notice some of the colors where they are on the wheel and so on and so forth. I suppose, I mean, like, I didn't quite verify it against this. Like, this is darker than what I came out with yesterday. This color picker isn't very good, but it does the job. Yeah, this is a lot more consolidated in the middle. This is still pretty dark though. We got this dark color right-ish. But the bright colors, I think I went a little bit too much brighter. Let me see, what's the brightest spot I can find here? Yeah, we're still brighter than that. I also didn't do the texturing, but that's not what the color study is for anyways. But yeah, we did this one, we did three other, I think. Those are pretty interesting. This one especially, I think the colors over here is interesting. Okay, so these are pretty close to the edge, which is nice to see, I guess. We kind of got that right. I need a hotkey for this color picker. I just realized this is not very user-friendly. Okay, that makes sense. We need a color pick hotkey, and then I need to open it closed so I can see the tagging information. But yeah, that's what I hope to do. Quick color study and then apply it to a photo. I'm just trying to find something that's interesting, I think. Hopefully something more akin to this kind of stuff where the shadow isn't really that realistic, right? It's more saturated than what it would be in real life. I think that's interesting. This is more of a rendering. Actually, I probably missed... No, I just forgot to tag the other one. Anyways, I'm just gonna scroll around for a bit. I don't think this is this color? Right. Actually, I'm thinking through what I want to do, right? I want to do colors where the shadows are more saturated and more vibrant than in real life. That's number one. Stuff like this will be nice. Like the purple is very saturated. Or we should do stuff where the color and brightness grouping is very, very apparent. For example, stuff like this. Actually, this one maybe not necessarily that obvious. But the vibes of it all is that there's this grouping of bright values in the middle, and everything around outside is a little bit darker. Oh, right, this one.
そんな夜は現実やメカそうエゴ加藤の方抱えたゴーでかいエゴ包んだよあとはまとめて捨てといてよしっかとトナカイは違うのか一家の頭から見らったか仕事やめるなら今なのか一号取られちゃった
Maybe I'll do this one. That's my ref. I didn't open it yet. 23に take a seat. Check that out. Book here. 23年生きてきて血をしつかずに浮いていてストリートほど遠いようなこんな大人になりたかった Oh, this song is also pretty good actually.
気が持てないな3小節でドロップアウトアウト的に踊ってく覚悟株式会社トラストカース博識廃車騙したやつ訪問販売犯罪です届かない君の声ってこれかなまあ人のこと言えないや俺も僕を騙してきたからあどうでもいいな My life for cooling off
Is this a dupe? Yeah, okay, I see. It's dupe on 2 separate tweets. I think I should group by blue, maybe? I'm trying to see if I can find the one from yesterday. Like, this current setup isn't very grouped. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, thank you. Cancel beats.
Looks pretty good. Uh-oh, what? Oh, there. Maybe I use this and draw something myself here. And we use the same colors. I do have to find a photo reference that would fit this. Target is sky. Bottom up. balance would be thrown off. Focal is changing. We're changing direction in the sequence. Oh, it's up to us to decide, I suppose. But one or either one or the other. Okay, let me see. Reference here. Number 1. Number 2. Oh, since this came up, I might as well grab this for rendering. Rendering. Yeah, the color studies will continue for a bit as the tagging gets done for rendering. The rendering is the one where we'll be making proper leaps, I think, because we kind of need to know the final quality and the quality control in order to do a little bit more. Let me adjust my screen here. I don't have enough space here. Okay, there you go. So sky backdrop, and then we just need to choose a pose. We'll probably set it at the Dutch angle just to make things a little bit more interesting. And I want to also keep the sideways the landscape here. Other than that, there's nothing else in particular. Colors will be quite different though, simply because we don't have a lot of clothing to work with. I might change the bikini to blue, to white, so we can use the very vibrant blue to contrast on the orange skin. I might, I'm just gonna make this Faye, right? If it's Faye, it'll be pretty nice because we get her dark colors on her hands and her ears, and then I can also give her the jacket anyways. That will give us the same set of colors that Lilim and Harubi has on their sleeves. And then we can see what else we can squeeze in there. The main amount of pixels will be dedicated to not as blue of set of colors, I imagine. This time will be a lot more orange compared to the original. Although her hair would actually be more blue. We'll find out, but I think it's more orange this time. Right, check. No, make it bigger. So I don't know what I want just yet. I'm just gonna copy the 2 poses first, and then I'm gonna see how they look like at different angles here. And then if we want to modify the angle slightly, ever so slightly, I don't want to do too much. Trying to make sure I incorporate all the stuff that I've learned about my own issues here, so we don't spend too long trying to get things tight for something that we don't need it to be. Dun, dun, dun. Line. We're targeting same angle. Yes, we are. That's fine. Hoping this doesn't trigger copyright, by the way. Find out. Sounding. Looks fine. Everything looks fine. We're not doing win this time. Let's not make things too complicated. I guess almost done. Hello, George. Yes, we are drawing. Unfortunately, I would like to finish off stuff that we have started, but then they are too bloated. So I'm just going to move on for now until the tagging is done and my direction is clear. I don't want to get too bogged down by miscellaneous things. So yes, we are drawing something new. The goal is to kind of just get more comfortable with colors. Wait, what? Oh, my bad. Thanks, George. Thank you very much. Setting image, yeah, my bad. It's very exciting when you have like a bunch of different things being captured by OBS. Okay, I forgot. Thank you very much. That's very bad on my part. You know, I don't get to laugh at all the streamers that screw up their mic settings and their OBS settings anymore because I do the same thing. GG. George, I appreciate the sentiment, but unfortunately my tablet is worth nothing unless I'm actually good at something. Let me get the tablet more valuable first. If I give you the tablet now, it's just another old tablet that some random dude had, right? Even if I did get a more success afterwards, it's not the tablet that I got the success on anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I have to get famous on this tablet first, assuming it survives. But yeah, I've also been thinking actually, like, because if the streams are gonna end, which they are one day, right? I can't do this forever. Even if I wanted to, you know, things would have to end at some point. Better it be on our terms rather than something that happens, something unfortunate that happens. So I would like to at some point create some kind of a keychain. At the very least, we can make keychains, you know, with my characters. Hopefully, I would need it to be my own established style that I'm comfortable and competent in. And then I would like to open it up. Not so that I can make money. In fact, I would probably subsidize all of the costs of making it. You guys have to pay for shipping though. But then it would hopefully be able to have a nice sort of ending to the stream, have a nice sort of memento for everyone that has been here for the very beginning. And then ideally it would be something very unique, something that would never that I will also never sort of devalue myself, right? We will not remake it for whatever reason. And then it'd be really cool if it can also contain like a name, your usernames and stuff, so everyone gets a unique one, a unique number, a unique name. Just as a nice memento, forever. To mark this journey, the end of this journey and the beginning of something else. That's kind of my hopes and dreams, but not everything hinges on me actually being able to draw, which will happen. Just hope that happens soon. Me gaming channel, I think it's very unlikely. Honestly, looking at the amount of time that I've spent on this and the lack of progress, the very unsatisfying amount of progress, I dare gander that a gaming channel is very, very, very unlikely. At best, we'll play some games here and there, but I have been very tired recently, and I am not really sure why. I hope it's not a sign of something more. A lot of these sort of stupid-ass cancer symptoms are also like, hey, you are more tired than usual. I'm like, but I'm always tired. How the fuck am I supposed to know? Hope it's none of those kind of nonsense. I'm just tired because I'm, you know, not sleeping well and all that. But I am so dead tired today. It was kind of insane. Like, I was having issues balancing myself this morning. It's not always. I have had that before, so I wasn't too concerned. But then at work, I'm like, I can't stay awake, man. It's yeah, gaming channel. I would like to have it. I honestly would like to just be able to play games and enjoy games, but like, as long as this thing looms over our heads, I don't know how I can do that. Like, dang. I want to start taking some days off from work just so I can finish my tagging and just get things clean. But the number of passes that we require to really sort of consolidate all the information properly and whatnot, there's a lot. It's a lot of passes, man. We need to go through the list a lot of times to make sure the things are consistent and I truly mark them correctly, right? Use the tags for the purpose that I created them for. Sorry, renting. Anyways, gaming channel. Believe me, it's always kind of in the back of my head. Sometimes on the weekends, I wonder if I can do like a quick stream. You know, hey, why don't I stream like even just my Arknights dailies or something? You know, it'd be interesting. But then in the end, I'm always just like, but yeah, like if I stream, you know, I have to talk, I have to be more awake, which I'm usually not by then. So I never do. Anyways, at least with references like these sketches and layouts and planning, it's a little bit faster. Oh shit, Abajangas, hello. Oh, it's been a while. Thank you, George. I appreciate that. One day this will all be worth it, right? Surely. Has it not been that long? I have no idea when the last time you were here is. It certainly feels like oh, you're in the Discord, I see. Sorry, I haven't been in the Discord, that's the problem. I am the guy who hasn't been. Ah, I see. Well, I mean, I don't, but like, I get what you're saying. Different name, right? Very, very cool. Very, 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 very cool. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Well, yeah, 100%. Well, the server actually was never meant to be a place for me to do anything. Ever since the beginning. I don't know when we made it. I think it's like stream. Was it like 40, 50, or like 70? I can't remember, but it's always been because I think it would do well for you guys to have a space. I never intended to be active in that server from the beginning. But yeah, nice to see that people are using it and being active in it. This pose is more interesting, but it doesn't work as well with the canvas setup. I want to tilt because I kind of want to copy the original comp. There is this element of a bottom view up and then kind of like looking up at the sky of the sky and all that, but like this pose doesn't work as well because it's already very interesting. I think if I tilt this, it becomes a little bit disorienting. Also, my face isn't set up with the correct angle here yet. I don't see enough of the chin here, so it looks a little odd. Actually, let me reset this real quick. I'm gonna fix this real quick. There's not much value in the sketch here if the sketch doesn't actually have what I want in it. But that being said, this is a pain in the ass angle to deal with. Oh man, sometimes I think back to the time where I used to play VR chat more often with my friends. We would just visit different places every day and all that. It's a nice time. It was a great time. Nothing stopping us from going back though. It's not like we are not on speaking terms or everyone's too busy or all that. I'm the only one. Suppose we could spare some time to do that again. My god. Yeah, if I push this angle, that means I only see one eye. Oh, it's above the nose. Holy shit, look at how aggressive this angle is. That is very aggressive. I don't know if I can do that. Very, very aggressive. That means the mouth kind of tilts even more. The cheek is higher. The nose needs to start blocking out some stuff, I think. And then this hair starts to interact differently, and then the ears are higher. I feel like this is one of those poses that will take forever to clean. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna do this. This would be just fine here, I would say. Oh, I just realized also, we do have a tail for her, right? This is Faye we're talking about. So it's not gonna be that boring. Oh, actually, let's leave these things for... but they shouldn't follow the direction of the canvas. Just because this is just the camera tilting. We're not talking about the character tilting. It should be in the middle. Being in the middle feels very natural, but then if we have a tail, maybe it'd be better to tilt a bit more this way. Yeah, this is why we should just cut the ears straight first. Well, I appreciate the candidness. I'm not sure what to do with that information, but nice. dude. Nice. Kinda depends on what I have in the back, I think. Sorry, I just realized that the planning should have been done here. The layout should be done with the main block here. So I know where the horizon is. Oh. Target in. I have to deal with the ties later, I guess. This face is not good. Oh my god. So I still don't know how low the horizon needs to be, but I do need to know where the horizontal line is. I'm just gonna do that. And then I'm gonna use this for planning. The guy who made all this music is I know the guy from VR chat. I have never really, we're not like friends or anything, but there was this meetup for one specific avatar, one of the good old classic avatars, and then that's where I found the guy's song playing, because the guy uses the avatar a lot. It makes a lot of interesting songs. Let me see. You know, ideally this system here, this here is good enough for me to find references of different types, right? Like I can find stuff that's related to ocean, find stuff that's related to beaches, that kind of stuff. But I have no idea how that would be coded. You will need a lot of computer vision for stuff like that. I'm trying to see what else I can put along the horizon here, right? Because I don't want to overcomplicate this. We do want to keep the general setup, which is this thing here. Who's that artist? Or which one? The one in the reference here? Oh, the one for the clouds that we were looking at. If it's the clouds, it's this artist. If it's the beach one, it would be this other artist. Ah, here you go. You know what? Actually, I realize now that so there's a couple of things. I'm gonna make a as we are using the system. I need to make a list of stuff to improve. So number one, why did I go Japanese? Shortcut for color picker plus color picker default close. Number two, shortcut for copying link and make it more accessible. So those are two things that I'm seeing today that I think should be improved upon. Yeah, don't worry about it. No problem. I'm gonna need some references here. This is the rendering board, by the way. This is the same artist. I think there were a few more, but then the other sort of references are considered not safe for work. The standard for not safe for work is pretty strict on this setup here because I tagged everything that even vaguely shows the crotch as suggestive, which is automatically filtered out afterwards. So I guess most of the references are not here. There is this Manhattan Cafe one, which is... I'm not sure if it's any different from what we have already anyways. It's just some grays in the counter. Actually, I'm just gonna grab it since I have it here. Okay, cool. Yeah. Shit. I didn't grab the link. I can send you one link at least, so you can check out the artist if you want. This is all hinging on the fact that they didn't change the handles or anything. I'm assuming that they don't. Most people do not. But then if they did, the link wouldn't work. Then there's not much I can do about it. So this will be our setup here for today. We're 40 minutes in or so. Let's try to get something out. At least like a good color rough by the end of the day. I'll work on the face right now. I'm gonna work on full res here, of course. Quote unquote full res. Oh wow, I did the tilting on 2 separate occasions. Look at how consistent it is. This is what I mean, like your own personal taste always prevails. I did it 2 separate times and it's basically the same angle. Oh wow. Which one is the one actually that I wanted? Oh, the one with the line, right? Yeah, I could tilt it even more too. But I don't need this layer here. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the viewer count. But thank you, Abajangas. Nice to see you. All the best. Yeah. Probably. Thank you for dropping by. 90? 0. For facial proportions, I need to open that very saucy page. I mean, it's not really established either. It is what it is, I suppose, right? Very tiny. Anyways, this will do. Come on. But in this post, we can't really put her jacket out, I think. Suppose we could have the jacket this way. It would frame her body a little bit. So it would be pink and it would be purple hair. And then it would be the pink here against the back blue. But then, no, these will be kind of blue too. So this will be a lot more orange. So it should contrast decently nicely, I'm hoping. We will find out. Bye-bye. Target is not aligned. Yes, sir. And just tilt this. I think it should be fine. And re-sculpt this. Sizing. Lighting is from the right, yes sir. I see. Sizing problem. Okay. A bump. Still no key. Okay. That's the requirement on this. This time it's probably not that high of a requirement. I would like to get a better view of this. I think we have a board there. It's over here. Marginally better. Wow, actually significantly better. Didn't mess up my setup, did I? Ah, the eye angle. Yes, eyes being the problem. I'm not getting the...
朝帰り君の隣振り返り猫かぶりパーティー終わりこれから一人富士そばをすすり初めての気持ち帰りの電車どっち同じならハッピー僕は一人が怖くなってずるくなって歌を作っていく24 Getting on lonely people 使えた言葉がずっとあって欺瞞を知って不満になっていく24 Getting on lonely people 今年は断れた訪問販売旅行では行けたら名古屋仙台お仕事しないから銀行口座が半壊あなたに会えたから結果は大
Or wait for the alignment. Oh, there we go. The audio stream's current bit is the 0. What? But the music is playing though. YouTube Studio, what are you doing? There's some warnings going on. Slightly better than before. Let's just pass. Ugh, it's just not passing for me then. Nothing too serious, but Yeah, I like how when I use this ref, my main board, you guys can't see anything except for this thing. Most of the faces have a much bigger eyes. I think that's why there's a disconnect. This doesn't match the usual sequence I have of Faye, but that's mostly, I think, because of the way the bottom of the eyes work. If I rounded this off, it might have been better. It might be better here. Not sure, actually. About the same. Anyways, I'm just gonna push for this first. Release the lines, please. We don't have the same vibe here. I don't want to make her grumpy every time, but without her being grumpy, I literally recognize her as someone different. It's kind of weird. なんだっていいのに。Stupid. Oh. Oh, I can tweak it later. Let's do it. Let's just continue this path then. Nande? Did they change how this works? Why can I not grab this anymore and free transform? Yo, what, mate? You what? What? I cannot just move the points now? Or is it bugged? Wait, no, I can do it now. Oh, it was bugged. Okay. Oh, that's not an interesting bug. Why? Very noise. Very noise. Oh, noise. Very nice. Noise. Very nice. Noise. Still too high, I think this brought trees. 新しい大な名前がしたら強くなれるかなおしゃち新しい大な名前がしたらいつかきっと外に出れるかなおしゃち新しい せやな。できればにゃ。Oh, I just realized we haven't turned on subtitles in so long. I'm sure we can turn it on now, but we haven't crashed. OBS crashes, yeah. OBS crashes were different. OBS crashes were partly, presumably, the subtitling system. Yes, and then now I have rendering for wings. Yeah, things are slowly coming together, I suppose. Like, if I want to look for references, I kind of have an idea of where things are just because I keep going through the same list of stuff. Except I haven't really sort of have time to pin down some of these, like for example wings and all that. So I think down the line we need specialized tags for references. I mean, like, this kind of goes goes with the guide sequence here. Actually, that's literally right here. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Very cool. Everything is gonna come together. This will be our internal system, my internal system, I guess. Everything is tailor-made so that I can find things that I like instantly and consistently. I think that's the most important thing. Every time I do this, it'll be the same set of stuff that comes up. Over time, we internalize, and then at some point, we don't need it anymore, I guess. But while we're still doing this, I guess I should have put it in the right framing first, so I know what is gonna be seen and what's not. This way I can have a better idea of what's happening. So this is our setup here. I will tilt everything accordingly. There are boots somewhere here. YouTube just stopped my music. Thank you very much. Right. Now I have to deal with this, which is kind of slanted. Are we straightened yet? Oh, thereabouts, I think. target, bring it forwards. Very aggressive. I think there were quite a few like wing related references that I collected. But I don't have a tag for them, so it's kind of hard to find like this. Because I did collect quite a few over the years here. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard to find like this. まあいいか。今日はいいで。今日は絵でございます。インド、イタリア。こんなあったっけNo key. The main block here is not very clear. Main block here is very clear. That's a question mark. There are boots, I think. That's fine. Um, okay. Giantess arm. Offset is not enough. The arm is still kind of broken. Okay, let me do this way.
こほこ本地だようどん騒動喉は通らないよ忘れた音とあの子のことメモリーカード埃を飛ばそう吹いたら消えそうな思い出を震えながら抱きしめよういつかはでも楽しくてサービス終わればそこまでってあいつも今じゃ誰かにサービス僕はめくりやなままここいるんです
I see, it's the head size problem. I made the head bigger. And now my arms don't reach the same distance. Well, I think I would just have to rescale the head a little bit. It is a problem. Or I could just make the arms longer, right? Okay. Let me fix the chest angle first here. Yeah, no, let's bring her down. Check. 綺麗なもの。Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not center enough, I think. Alignment issues, but then it might be interesting. Okay, I need to check her now for a reference. I'm gonna have to hide my screen just in case it pops up. I'll be back in a bit. Where is it? Okay. It's not on screen, so we're fine here. The original lines here are... Yeah, the head's kind of bigger than what we have currently. It would mean the arms and the body might have to be stretched or something, I'm not really sure. I would like to make the head size match. Right now it feels a little small. It's just too big, I think. What number are we at? 110. Come on, man. Armor looks broken because it's too big for this current torso size. But without the size, we cannot reach the face properly. You do it like this, then. 葉の数。いや、厳しいな。だら。だら。どうも。持っていて持っていてまあ、so yeah, slightly different it is for sure. This is the proportion secret. No, it's not. It's the render one. I'm sure there are some references here that will work, but for the most part, the proportions that are stored here are more moe rather than not. Yeah, maybe make the arms a bit longer. Oh yeah, you guys can't see my canvas anymore, but just making the arms longer. Oyasumi. これにしようかにゃ。これ限界です。嘘だけど。嘘かい。終わってます。OK。とりあえず。 So we got the armor. They got the hand left, and as well as the tail here. Gotta sort out the tail as well. Face is kind of poopy. It's like no emotion here. Actually, her eyes look kind of lethargic because I kind of messed up the shape here. Ah, そういうことね。ちょっと待って。上じゃない? Ah, okay, okay, I misaligned it. Wait. Okay. Things are coming together a bit better now, I think. I think technically nothing is really gonna change. But at least right now I can kind of feel a little bit of the vibes. Up to now it's been kind of a bit of going around circles in the dark kind of feeling. The target is kind of straight, but also not really. What?
Yeah, thank you. ふんわり感想ビーツ。
ここら辺じゃないかな。Yes, I know. Oh, wait, I broke it. May need a separate reference here. Yeah, not do the other eyebrow. I must have undid this by accident. Yeah, this eye looks really sleepy. I think it's this way. Yeah, a bit better, I think. No slower. Alright, hand big problem because the hair needs to interact here. Don't know how that's gonna go. Might be a little bit too happy for her. Oops. Let's see. Stand by on that for now then. Or do you bench that? Wow, where's my mouse? Oh, see the pinging. Yeah, surely that's the solution. No line. Alright, let's see. I don't think there's any composition. Oh, actually, this doesn't work with compound like this. Let me see. Does it work? Oh, I don't think it will work. It's a flat logical sequence here. Interesting. Okay, so planning. Oh, you guys can see this again. So planning for the colors here. The original one setup is, so you know how those illustrations where you have the sky, if you look up at the very top, it's like really dark, and then it's kind of like a concentric circle of darkness, and then it gets brighter as it comes down, and so on and so forth. Kind of like that. This is a little bit too dark, but you get my point. And then you have clouds kind of like going around circles and all that. We could do something like that. Currently the comp for the reference is only like the corner. Like the corner only catches a little bit of the tip top. We can expand that and we can turn it into something a little bit more extreme here. We can still keep the original set of colors, right? That's the whole point of this exercise. So that wouldn't change. But we would just have the darker part around her face here. Let me think. So her colors are purple, which would be a bit more blue, but then we can just have the light hit her on the face, which is kind of what the setting is going for. I don't know if I want to leave the shadow on her face like that. I'm not really sure what this arm is gonna do, because primarily the main problem here is that I need to figure out if I want to show both eyes or not. Because if I do, I need to figure out what to do with the hair. I don't want the hair to cross this part. That we do not want. So if I were to show the face, this hand might need to handle a lot of the hair. Like brushing up the hair here. And then we have light hitting the entire face. The hair can then have like streaks across. And then most of it can just go across like that. Or like go behind or something. Or just try to hide it somehow. Because yeah, it could be behind the arm like this and then going behind everything. That could kind of work. And the light will be here, orange, because skin color, orange, orange, orange. Contrast against the blue. This part would be the hair, right? The hair would not be on this side at all. Just like the wrap. This part would be the hair. It might have the hair interact with the wing here, just so we can add more details. The ears are going to be visible, so I want to have the ears visible here. So I'm gonna see the side of the face here. I'm gonna target this part here. The ears are going to be behind or in front. It should naturally be in front. I don't know where it would be. It's not like we're trying to show the armpit here. But like since it's already set up for us like this, I feel like it shouldn't be covered. So the ears might not, I guess the ears are not like a really big thing here, because this half here is going to be covered by a lot of hair here, I imagine. It's not going to be very visible. So balance of values wise, this side and that side, they're both kind of covered. I think that's kind of okay. Hello, a blob of time. Welcome. Welcome to the struggle. Thank you for being such a avid viewer. Yes, thank you very much. If you mean like these things on her head, it's meant to be ears. But they are model off the wings, so you're not wrong, for sure. And then there's also the actual wings. Should be over here, presumably taking up this amount of volume here. It kind of serves to just frame her, I think. As I'm just using words here, by the way. I don't fucking know if I'm saying. Anyways, I need to figure out what to put her tail. Her tail. Oh, okay. I need to get rid of this nonsense. So her giantess tail is going to come this way, I think. We have the option of having it come up to the front, but I don't know if I want that. The reason being that if we want to keep to the original colors, which is a lot more sort of faded blue, I guess we could. It's more just being like very aggressive with colors so that the dark stuff is never really that dark. I think that's the whole point of the colors that I like, based on the stuff that I bookmarked and sort of sorted out. So it's not like a problem, I think. I just don't know what shape to have that tail take right now. The lighting on this side, lighting on this side a little bit, lighting on the main. I'm just gonna block in some values quickly here. Based on the original here, which is here. Oops. A bit more here, a bit here. Right. Line. Target here. Right. Somewhere here. That's gonna be out of order right here. Surprisingly, mostly in the light. Oh, okay. Interesting. This part is gonna be all shadow here. Select the lines that are right. This part. Oh, it should be like this. You're gonna have some texture here, I think is the plan. And then so with this setup here and then this one here. Yeah, what happens to the face here, right? I need to figure out where to put this setup here. We can't have it like around the arm here. So most of it would be behind like this, I guess. Yeah, we just have like 1 or 2 strands here to imply, and then that should be enough. Everything else can just fly around everywhere. Doesn't matter if it's messy, that's kind of the point. The shoulder here should probably be hidden just like the original, but I don't know if I want to hide the shoulders. It will be one group, yeah, then it will cover the armpits again. Right here, right? Unless it's all going over. It could be, it could, I suppose. If we're gonna show the join here of the ears. But even in the reference, there's a tiny lock of hair that comes down here. I mean, it doesn't have to be that consistent, I suppose. We can just have it be kind of short. Just end here. And go around the face, go around the neck. Be the lock. Then the tail. Oh, I'm getting copyright warnings. After 2.5 hours of playing this indie creators. Music Lamau. One last song for the road, I suppose, and then I'm gonna switch to something else. Very cool. Sorry, it's over there. So where did I put the tail here? This is gonna be ocean here. So blue, blue. Purple hair is gonna be tone blue. Wings are gonna be shifted blue on purpose. Everything will be blue. So the orange will be just the skin. The bikini will be shifted to be white, so we can have more blue. So very typical blue-orange setup then. We might throw in some grays and greens wherever necessary to balance it out a little bit more. The most saturated blue will be here, and then the most saturated orange will be here. Should be fine. This background also doesn't have to be ocean if we don't want it to be blue. We can always play around. And then now it's just a tail. This feels like one of those golden ratio compatible comps. Usually it's kind of nonsensical, I think, but let me just grab a golden ratio. Copy image. Dump it here. What? Vertical? Horizontal? This always feels very forced because, like, your canvas doesn't really quite work like that. Your canvas doesn't really work. Like, every time I see someone use this, it's just randomly placing it in the middle of the entire canvas. It's not like it fits the entire thing. And then you have it set up that way. Very rarely do I see where the canvas is exactly the same setup, and then the face is here. It's kind of interesting that this curve is almost exactly the same as this. Because we kind of just did that by eye here. I guess it is the golden ratio. I guess it feels good to look at it like that. But the tail here doesn't really have a place to belong. You can use it to kind of guide it back in, but there's really no need for any sort of other compositional elements to push it back in. This is already going to contrast a lot. There's the silhouette, and there's going to be color contrast. And we can always use lighting to push it even more. So maybe it's a situation where like less is more kind of thing, where we don't need the tail. I do have to show that it's there though. We just probably fade it out a lot with grays and really light blues. Oh wow, the balance feels so weird when I flip it. Should flow with the flow. Do you koto nano jai? Doko ni okeba ii no jai? Yeah, definitely less is more. I want to show the blue here. Without it, it's gonna be kind of weird. It's gonna not be as quiet as I would like it to be. So tail goes here, I think. So the target would be this. Or like this. Something like that. It can also be one of those weird stuff where it just kind of goes around the entire canvas and comes out here. It's not that long though. And I want the sky to be open. Okay, so none of that nonsense. It comes here. Hmm. No real. Might be easier with colors actually. There's just no natural place for it, I think. Because having that horizon line there is very nice. Anywhere else kind of interrupts my piece. Having it here seems kind of noisy. Coming to the front, not good. Block stuff. The wings are already coming to the front. This might be a no-tail kind of thing. I mean, like, if we just want to show that it exists, this would be enough at the corner. I think maybe that's it. I don't want to overdo it. So we just have to deal with the hen. Singular. I was going to make her whole like something. Like a water gun here or something. I'm not sure if I have permission to blow that up again. Which layer is what? This layer is this, right? Not to mention it will be in front of the wings if I were to do that. Oh, it could be like this. It's a bit awkward. Or we can open up the hands and do that. But I don't want to because it's got a nice flow here. This channel here. If there was a water gun, it would be somewhere here. So none of that nonsense then. Then we don't do that. No, it's just the hand. Alright, music. Sorry, I forgot to swap. Let me go something else. Do this. It's just too loud. It's fine. I'm going to... Okay, so the original plan was to decide if the hair needs to be in front or behind, but then I think I'm going to show the face regardless. Oh, but let me see. I don't want to complicate this too much because it will take forever, I know. And we don't want to have that happen. I don't want to get stuck. So copying reference is the easiest way. I don't know how I feel about having a shadow pass on the face here yet. I mean, unless I get both, right? Unless I get both. How does that look? It would be really stupid if it doesn't, if she's doing this pose and it doesn't block out the sun from the eyes. So if we block it out, I think it could work. I think it could work. The face will be shown regardless. Just gonna map out the hair real quick. So we have this. It's just defying the wind. Just because. Actually, should I do that? It's very easy to just counter this. The downstroke. But this going in the opposite direction is interesting. I want to keep that. Then I want just enough here. Cover up the side of the face. That's why, and maybe just what I want, I think. Let's do this side first. The pen is up here. Is there gonna be no hair here then? In this area? I feel like probably like a lot of people already have something like this, but they have the references sorted, so it's easier to find things. But I think this is the first time my references are disorganized, at least in like a generic sort of setup here. Like I don't have to open multiple PRF ports is what I'm trying to say. Although this right now is still also not very good. I'm looking for fuck, I forgot what the artist name is, but like I'm looking for one artist here. Wait, why is this tag as rendering? Oh, it should not be tagged as rendering. This is the AI one. No, it's under Chamomile. It's or rendering. And rendering, broski. Okay, that's why I had so much junk. Should I not bother with this? I can just let it flow here. Kind of have to let it happen anyway. Okay then, fine. Where's my ref? Original design did not specify. Okay, we'll keep it. Yeah, because this side changes my silhouette here. But if I pull long, it's kind of hard to... I guess it's fine too. I have the option of hiding behind it too. First the long sequence that way. Yeah, I'm not gonna have any hair behind here, I think. So I can have the blue sky contrast directly. This here might be a little bit in the way. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Could be interesting to have hair across like this. Or it could be in the way. I'm just gonna leave a strand here just in case I want it later. Keep the idea there. So now the main problem is this part. Does it make sense? Okay, so this part I can kind of imagine. How would you do this though? So the hair naturally comes front, right? So so she would have to brush it back behind the shoulder. And then for some reason push the arm through. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, I don't think it would be here. If it were behind the shoulder, it would just be behind, right? But this is cooler, I guess. Depending on the rendering, this can look really cool because you can have like a really sort of smooth looking set of hair. Like a waterfall right here. This means she went underneath the group of hair. And then lifted it. So it wouldn't be behind the shoulder if this was the case. But I don't want to block too much here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put 2 strands in front of it and call it a day. We'll just put 2 strands here and call it a day. Because this part here is like other. So what am I looking at? So this part here is a solid block of hair. this is one strand, this is one strand, there's like some space here, right? So maybe I'll just have like enough hair to kind of block out this part here. I want to break that silhouette there. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know how well this is gonna translate over when color comes in here. Right now we have the contrast of the dark lines, the black lines here. When color comes in, it might be difficult to make it look fine here. And then there's the problem of the wings. I see. It could be like a double setup like this, right? So this is here, and that is there. Is there enough hair? I feel like it's not enough hair. Because I cannot see the back area here. So this is the back. The back needs to go all the way down like that. Here needs more. Not enough overlapping either. I think. Okay, let me think. This part here is dark. Shadow. Contrast against the sky. Could be a nice silhouette here for the ears. Maybe I shouldn't break that. Shouldn't take that away. Make this thinner then. Yeah, whatever is cooling. Hello, the virus. I feel like there's not enough hair because the side bangs are not very present right now. This feels a little short, and this side seems like it should go further. Is her aesthetic. Sometimes less is more, right? Like you don't have to see the entire body and all that, blah blah blah. But like, it's kind of hard to tell what the good balance is. Maybe I'll make this longer. Oh, actually, I should just make the front part longer so they don't go side by side like that. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? Did my key get stuck? What the hell is that? I'm gonna pull this guy here. It seems like a lot of hair, but I think like the moment we start coloring it, things are gonna start merging together, and then it's not gonna be as hairy. So I'll need her to be here. This part is very unresolved. I can't really see what's happening. There's also, I don't feel like there's enough overlap either. There should be stuff that goes across a lot of stuff. It's like on top like that. I don't know where it would be. Might be better to leave it to the end then, perhaps. We just take a brush and then we just go over everything. Then. For the wings, I do need to get the... I want to grab this here. This looks really good, the shapes. I don't know how. This part here, this part here. This brush isn't very suited for this. Yeah, the size is kind of big now. Just slowly build up. I don't want to erase everything here. Gotta build it up this way. What's the equivalent here? This? I really want to break this silhouette here. Anyways, I'll probably hop up here and continue tomorrow. It's taking a little bit longer than expected, but I think it's okay right now. Trying to learn what's the best way to do this. The wings. The wings are definitely kind of like the hair, where it's better to just block shapes. The hair, it's just I'm kind of used to the hair lines now. I always kind of do the same thing anyways. So it's a bit easier with the hair now. It used to be just as hard, I think, not getting like right shapes. So the process definitely needs to be improved. Which I think using like this brush like this, where you block up and then you refine and block up and refine, is probably the best way to do it. We just need to slowly grind out the different shapes and find out what shapes we like. And then just be more efficient at putting them down. Separate the front and the back. Mm. Yeah, because this bumps up and this comes down. I think they should all come down or all have a little bit going up. This can have a little bit going up, maybe. No, we just go sideways. I think that's fine already. Anyways, thank you guys for coming. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Friday? Oh yeah, Friday I will probably go over like what we want to ask Piotegu on Saturday. I'll just go over all the talking points again and figure out what is it that we requested for, which I kind of forgot because it's been a while. But yeah, I figured we should like everyone should be here. Rather I should do it on stream once so that it can sync up, and if anybody has any additional questions we can add on, I'll try to add on as well. And then Monday I will likely take a day off work so I can well, it's Saturday, right? The one-on-one. So Sunday I would have time. But then I might probably just take Monday off as well, just so I can get all the information consolidated and then I'll present. So Monday stream, if everything goes well, Monday stream would just be a sort of a uh transfer of knowledge, I guess, of the stuff that I talked about or learned from Piotegu. Most likely, it would just mostly be stuff that what she says, and I'll just regurgitate. But anyways, that's just a quick update. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming again. Have a good night. Goodbye.